The docking bay was filled with noise. Hissing hydraulics, alien tongues barking orders, the shuffle of boots against steel. But amid the chaos, my presence drew subtle stares. Some outright gawked. Others turned away, pretending they weren't curious. I was used to it by now. Humans weren't common out here, not on the far edges of the Zalari frontier. I tugged at my jacket, patched from years of service in the merchant navy, and tried not to make eye contact. The transport behind me hissed closed, and the crew dispersed. Another world, another chance to scrape by. I thought I was just here to deliver parts for a mining station orbiting Trelunfor. But then she appeared. Graceful. Alien in every sense, yet undeniably captivating. Her skin shimmered faintly like polished stone, colors shifting with a light. Her hair, or what resembled it, flowed like strands of silver glass, moving as if caught in a breeze that wasn't there. And her eyes. I'd never seen such intensity in eyes before, pale gold irises fixed squarely on me. She strode forward with an elegance that silenced even the loudest dockworkers. And then, strangest of all, she stopped directly in front of me. For a long, tense second she said nothing, just breathed in. Her nostrils flared ever so slightly, and then her posture stiffened. Her pupils widened. She leaned closer, so close I could feel the strange heat radiating from her skin. "You," she whispered, voice almost trembling. "You were." The words hit me like a shockwave. Around us, a ripple of murmur spread, the alien dockhands exchanging uneasy looks. She stared at me as though she'd just uncovered a secret. I forced a nervous laugh. Sorry. I think you've got the wrong guy." But she didn't blink. Didn't look away. She inhaled again, sharp and certain, and then her lips parted in something between awe and fear. "No, not wrong. Fated." And that was the moment my ordinary life ended. The beginning of something strange. Her name, I would later learn, was Kilira. She belonged to the Zairi, a warrior-born people spread across dozens of systems. Their empire was old, disciplined, and utterly unshakable, or so it seemed. To them, humans were still curiosities, tolerated in trade but seldom welcomed into deeper circles. So why me? Why had she singled me out in a crowded port? She insisted on following me, which was both terrifying and oddly flattering. Everywhere I went, the customs checkpoint, the supply station, even the food market, Kilira trailed at my shoulder. She said little, but when she did, her voice carried weight. "I know your scent," she murmured once, almost reverently, as I was trying to haggle over dried rations. "Lady, I don't think we've met before today." Her head tilted, those glass-like strands of hair shimmering. "Not in this life." That sent a shiver down my spine. Later, over a drink at the station's only half-decent bar, I pressed her. "Okay, enough cryptic whispering. Who do you think I am?" She studied me as though trying to peel away my skin and look beneath. "Among my people, scent is memory. It marks history. We carry fragments in our blood. When I smelled you, I knew. You were there." "There where?" "The Burning War." Blinked. The Burning War had been fought centuries ago between the Zairi and the Veiled Dominion. Brutal, galaxy-scorching battles that had nearly ended both empires. Humanity hadn't even reached past Mars when that happened. "I wasn't alive centuries ago," I said flatly. Her gaze hardened, but not with anger, with conviction. "Not in body, but your essence. It carries through." "Reborn." Echoed. She leaned in closer, voice dropping. "You are the one who saved my bloodline. Entangled fates." I should have walked away. A sane man would have shrugged off her claims as superstition. But something in her tone, Something desperate, almost pleading, stirred a strange curiosity in me. Kalira refused to let me go. She followed me to my assigned quarters, even stood guard outside like some kind of sentinel. I argued, I complained, but she was unshakable. That night I dreamed. Fire. A battlefield beneath a red sky. I saw alien warriors cut down, and in the middle of it all, a human. Not me, but somehow me. His face was my own, but older, hardened. He carried no weapon, only a broken standard, and yet he stood unyielding before an oncoming wave of destruction. And beside him, a younger version of Kalira, clutching his arm. I woke gasping. My sheets were damp with sweat. And standing in the shadows of my room was Kalira. "You saw it," she said quietly. I didn't ask how she knew. Somehow I knew she was right. From then on, things blurred between coincidence and inevitability. The mining station that had hired me was attacked by raiders 2 days later. Vale of all things. Everyone panicked. The station had no defenses, no fleet nearby. But Kalira dragged me through fire and chaos, guiding me as though she knew where the blows would fall before they landed. When cornered, I braced for death, only for her to lean close again, inhaling deeply before whispering, "You were meant for this." And then she fought. By the stars she fought. I'd never seen movement so fast, so precise. The raiders were nothing before her. And when one nearly gutted me, I grabbed a piece of pipe and swung with every ounce of fear and fury in me. Connected. The raider fell. Kalira's eyes widened. She didn't smile, didn't cheer, but she looked at me like she was witnessing destiny unfold. The middle, revelations. In the aftermath, we were hailed as heroes. The miners wanted me to stay, but Kalira had other plans. She insisted I leave with her aboard her ship. "Why?" I demanded. "Why drag me into your life?" "Because you are already in it," she answered. Her vessel, the Veridan's Flame, was sleek and alien, every corridor humming with energy. Her crew obeyed her without question, though many shot me uneasy glances. I was human after all, an outsider. But Kalira shielded me. She explained nothing to them, only that I was bound to her fate. That didn't help my reputation among her people, but it secured me a place at her side. It was during a long drift through empty space that she finally revealed the truth. My great-grandmother fought in the Burning War. She told stories of a human warrior who appeared when all hope was lost. He bore no armor, no weapon fit for battle, yet he stood against the Dominion's flames. She said he carried a scent unlike any other, a scent that marked him as protector. He died saving her. I sat stunned. "And you think that was me? Reincarnated?" Her golden eyes softened. "I do not think. No. Scent does not lie." I wanted to argue, to reject it as myth. But the dream still haunted me. The feel of the battlefield, the weight of that standard in my hands. It hadn't felt like imagination. Had felt like memory. Kalira reached out, brushing her fingers against my wrist. Her touch burned, not painfully, but with a heat that felt alive. "You are more than you believe. And you are mine, as I am yours." Conflict and destiny. Our bond deepened, though I fought it. She was alien, bound by traditions I barely understood. Yet the more time I spent with her, the less alien she felt. She laughed sometimes, though rarely. She sparred with me, teaching me the ways of Zairi combat. She listened when I spoke of Earth, of oceans, of forests, of things she had never seen. But destiny wasn't content to leave us in peace. Word of Kalira's victory at the station spread. The Vale Dominion wanted revenge.